Hi guys, welcome to Rob's Reviews. I got a message on Mal a while ago asking what I thought of Katanagatari, so I thought I'd just make a review. I didn't mention this in the last video I posted, but the reason for the lack of videos lately was because my mic stopped working, so I had to get a new one, and that's why I haven't been posting many videos. Same reason why I've taken so long to post this one. But anyway, got a new one, so I'm going to start making some more videos. Here we go. Katanagatari is based off of a light novel series written by Nisio Isi, better known for writing Bakemonogatari. Katanagatari had a bit of a unique runtime, started in January and ended in December of 2010. One of Katanagatari's 12 episodes was aired each month. This is kinda neat, because from one episode to the next, roughly a month has passed in the story, and a year goes by in the whole series, just like it took a whole year for the series to air. The anime was produced by Studio White Fox, and it was directed by Keitaro Motonaga. Shichika is the head of his family and master of the Kyoto Ryu sword style, a style which ironically uses no sword. He lives alone on an island with his elder sister Nanami. One day, a female general of the shogunate arrives named Togame, requesting Shichika's aid. Her task is to track down the 12 deviant blades crafted by master swordsmith Shikizaki Kiki. She came to ask for his help because she claims she can only trust someone who fights for love, and asks Shichika to fall in love with her. Yeah, I know, roll with it. So, one ninja attack and a love confession later, Shichika agrees to help Togame, and the two of them set out on their quest together. The characters and how they interact is really what I think makes the show. Shichika is the definition of a country bumpkin. He lived on an island for 20 years, with his only human contact being his father and his sister. Needless to say, his people skills are a bit lacking. He even confused some random-ass girl for Togame because they were the same height, even though Togame was right next to him. He doesn't act any different around Togame because the only girl he's ever known his whole life is his sister. So, it makes Togame mad when he doesn't say anything about how she looks nice in her new kimono, or how he doesn't get flustered when she's naked around him. But he loves her, and is devoutly loyal, which is why Togame trusts him. As for our leading lady, in a nutshell, well, she's a tsundere. And you know, usually that's a bad thing. However, her tsundere levels aren't that bad. If that's even a thing. It's a thing, right guys? Whatever. I like Togame. She says some really funny shit sometimes. Okay, so the cold doesn't bother Shichika, but Togame wanted him to wear different clothes anyway, because she thinks if people were to see her walking around with a half-naked man in the wintertime, they'd think she was some kind of crazy-ass dominatrix, and they'd throw stones at them in the streets. What? She also tells Shichika that he should have a catchphrase of his own when he fights. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if that's breaking the fourth wall or not. Whatever. She also has her own catchphrase. She throws a punch in the air and shouts, "Cheerio." No, not the cereal. This is actually supposed to be Chesto, which was a battle cry of samurai warriors. However, she misheard it, and she's been saying it ever since. Now, there are quite a few side characters, like the Maniwa Ninja and the Deviant Blade Wielders, but there's really only 4 that matter. Nanami is Shichika's older sister. She has an incredibly frail body, and she was very sick when she was born. And she should have died, but for some reason, no matter how much pain she was in, her body just wouldn't let her die. Because of this, her perception of pain is much different from other people. When Shichika was little, for example, he wouldn't stop chewing on his nails. So, what does the responsible big sister do? She ripped off all of his nails. A tad extreme, perhaps. But hey, at least he never chewed on his nails again. She was originally the heir to the Kyoto Ryu style, but her father said she was too powerful and that she didn't need to learn it. Because she's an OP hacks master, Nanami can learn any technique she wants by seeing it once, and will perfect it by the second time she uses it. So, she's already mastered the Kyoto Ryu style from watching her father and her brother train. While originally staying on the island, after a fight with some Maniwa Ninja, Nanami decides that she's going to go and help her brother search for the blades as well. Hite, or Princess Hite as she likes being called, is Togame's arch-nemesis. She's always insulting her and belittling her and trying to ruin her plans one way or another. We're not told much else about her other than the fact that she's a descendant of Shikizaki Kiki. Emon Zaimon is Hite's right-hand man, and she's always having him keep tabs on Togame's movements. He wears a mask, and he's quite mysterious. He's also skilled at fighting, and is from a ninja clan that was destroyed at the hands of the Maniwan ninjas. Wrong Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is one of the 11 heads of the Maniwan Ninja Corps. In Togame's own words, he is in a different league from the other heads, and should not be trifled with. Though he's a Maniwan ninja, he chose to help Togame and Chichika. When they didn't believe him, as a sign of his sincerity, he chopped off his left hand. He supplies them with information and has a hidden past with Emon Zaimon. Oh boy, I could make a whole rant about this part. First thing you'll notice about Katanagatari is the artwork. Everyone I talk to always says the same thing. I don't like it, or it looks bad, and when I ask them why they say that, they all tell me the same thing. Their faces look weird. That is a perfectly valid reason why not to like the artwork. It is, and I'm not going to say you're a moron or something because you don't like it. In fact, I was a little off-put by the art too at first. Here is where my problem with them is. Now they decide that just because they don't like the art, they don't like the show, and now they won't even watch it. What? The art has bright, vivid colors. The outlines are bold and distinct. It's the same with the character designs, and they all look pretty unique to me. Even the backgrounds all look nice. I'm not so sure what's wrong with it. I think it's quite beautiful, but no one else seems to like it, though. Lastly, the animation. They may be buried under lots and lots of dialogue, but we do get to see some very nicely animated fight scenes. There's not really all that much I want to say about the voice acting, except that I'm a fan of Togame's voice actress, Yukari Tamura. I will, however, talk about the music, though. I really like this soundtrack. It has this pretty kick-ass battle theme called Bahasa Polis. It plays whenever Chichika starts kicking some ass. There's also some kind of odd tracks in there, too. Togame's theme is some kind of Vietnamese hip-hop or something. I don't know. It doesn't sound bad. It's just weird. And oddly enough, it fits the feel of the show. I am also a fan of both opening themes, but the second one, Katana to Saya, performed by Ali Project, I like quite a lot. I wasn't actually gonna watch this at first, but my brother was watching it at the time, and he convinced me to try it. And I'm glad that he did, because it's pretty good. I give it good marks for having a unique and beautiful visual style, an awesome soundtrack, and a strong script full of witty dialogue, humor, and great character interactions. It does have artwork that can be off-putting to some people. It's very dialogue-heavy, so at times it can be just plain slow. Besides Nanami, the rest of the supporting cast doesn't really get all that much development. And lastly, while the final episode is really fucking cool, the ending's kinda rage-worthy. Katanagatari is one of my all-time favorites, and I love it to death. Yes, the art may be a little off-putting. Yes, the slow pacing and heavy dialogue may bore some of you. But Katanagatari is a good anime, and aside from the ending, none of the negative points I mentioned really take anything away from the series. Katanagatari gets an 8.5 out of 10, and a big ol' personal recommendation from me. This review was a request from Blaevy on Mal. Sorry, I probably pronounced that horribly. If anyone liked Katanagatari, some recommendations I would make would be Bakemonogatari or Spice and Wolf, as they all focus less on the plot and more on the character interactions and the witty dialogue. If you liked my review, feel free to comment or slap the old like button, or you can head on over to my channel for some more rants and reviews. I don't have too many at the moment, but I'm working on more. I'm RobTheAnimeGuy. See you next time.